You've seen the penguins, the desert dome, the elephants, and more at the zoo, all cared for by a big team of professionals. But did you know that there are dozens of people working behind the scenes every day to help animals all over the world? Reporter Lindsay Thies got an exclusive look at places we've never seen before in this special report, Conservation Behind the Cage.
Yes, that's fine.
It's a Tuesday morning. A team of veterinarians conduct a checkup and take samples from Pasha, a male snow leopard.
Research is going on all the time here.
It's research like this at the Henry Dorley Zoo that has led to thousands of repopulated plants and animals worldwide. KMTV got an exclusive look inside these labs where dozens of researchers, technicians, and zoologists have spent 20 years and millions of dollars on conservation efforts. The staff at the zoo focuses on 5 areas of conservation. This part, healthy breeding.
The species survival plan recommends about 40 or 45 breeding pairs, and only about 30% of those are actually producing cubs. So we want to try to find out what's going wrong.
Researcher Dr. Jason Herrick looks tirelessly over samples, testing Pasha's sperm counts.
So if we're not, the right number of pairs are not breeding every year, the population size goes down and inbreeding goes up.
The zoo shares its finding with other zoos around the world. Hundreds of factors, including an animal's diet, could play into how they breed.
We can look at protein, fat, fiber content of all of the diets that we're feeding out. We do quality control checks on every hay shipment, all of our meat shipments.
Here in the nutrition lab, the Henry Dorley Zoo's medical team is a leader in the investigation of unsolved diseases in exotic and endangered species. The way an animal digests their food can give insight to researchers onto how to help the animals live longer.
About learning how we can manage these animals better.
In this lab, Margaret Frum works on something less visible, but just as important to the ecosystems.
Our job is to go out and survey populations of endangered plants in our country and other countries. And we bring back a small sample of seeds. We produce as many as we can in vitro, and then we return them to the wild.
Here, more than 200 species of orchids have been brought back from near extinction.
The underpinnings, the basis of it all, is the plant life. All the animals, all the insects, even the microbes depend upon the plant species for survival. And any plant that disappears takes 10 to 30 possibly even more non-plant species into extinction with it.
Just as the labs are multifaceted, so are the problems causing extinction. For the first time this weekend, the Zoo and Arbor Day Foundation have planted 10,000 trees in Madagascar. They're on track to plant 1 million trees this year. Why Madagascar? Well, about 75% of the species found there on that island live nowhere else on the planet.
We've been working in Madagascar for quite a while because we don't want it to turn into a disaster or a country that cannot support itself.
In this lab, researchers have developed ways to teach hydroponic farming to help locals in Madagascar and even repopulate several colonies of different types of endangered lemurs.
When we deal with the captive species, the things that we learn here help the animals in the wild, their counterparts in the wild. Anything that we do in the wild can help their counterparts in captivity.
It's all part of this huge, complex puzzle, and it's a connected web of busy workers taking small steps and strides towards a healthier planet. Lindsay Thies, KMTV, Action 3 News.